very, very decent day. But again, rainy and gloomy outside. Inside's pretty good.
Yeah, we had some kind of spotty showers
Oh,
yesterday as well here in New York, and but they didn't last long. Then
there we go. I
are
had
you
to
live?
turn off my. Yeah, now we're live.
Okay, now I got to look at the Yahoo chat to see who's with us. Hey, there's Peter Van Dever. Is that how you pronounce your name, Peter? Peter Van
I
Dever?
think so. Hey, Peter, what's going on, buddy?
Randall, go forward and say no more.
Oh, hey, Randall, what's going on? What's up? Not much. Today was a rainy, gloomy day, and trying to just kick back, relax, see what's happening today, see what's going on. Hey, Peter, Randall, and we got Richard hanging out with us.
Yep.
So we're just out and about. School starts pretty soon. Like here in the U.S., school is going to start on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So my cousins, they are all, and my aunt and my uncle, they're all dancing because
Oh boy.
the kids are going to school, and
That's good.
everybody is joyful and being happy and everything, and everybody's pretty happy about that. Hey, Roberto,
I
how
only
you
saw.
doing, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Hey,
Oh,
Roberto.
had a good church
Hey,
day.
Richard.
Went out. How's the weather where you're at, Roberto?
It looks like it's gonna rain. I think
Well,
we're gonna
it
get some
is.
rain.
It is raining out, man. It is raining out. I mean, pretty good, consistent rain all day long, and look like it's gonna go into the night.
I got that yesterday, but not for long.
All my two cousins, they are like hurrying up and getting the last
Yeah.
minute things for school.
I'm looking at the weather now, right through the Kentucky area. Some heavy storms there to Ohio, to Washington, Virginia.
So maybe it's gonna go towards you.
I think it's going out to sea, man. It ain't coming up near me. I
Oh,
had enough rain.
oh. Well, what about you, Roberto? You think the weather's gonna change where you're at, or is it just going towards Florida?
I don't know. I haven't really been looking at the weather or anything. I'm just looking out the window, and it looks like it's clouding up, and looks like it's gonna rain.
Oh,
Where are
maybe
you,
it's
Roberto? In Dallas or Houston?
Yeah, north of Dallas.
Yeah, I see a big red storm there, just heading for Dallas. Yeah, if on this live radar thing app I got on my phone.
Hey, Victor, how you doing, brother? Always
Everywhere,
nice to see you.
every
Rain
friggin'
would be nice for a few days. Oh, I don't know about. Well, in the Philippines, it's kind of nice when it rains because it gets to clean off everything what's going on outside.
yeah.
A little bit smelly for the next. Be like for the next day after it rained, just because of the pee.
Yeah.
Everybody peeing outside.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it helps, but I mean the rain, but it makes it a little bit stinky. Oh hell, yeah. Roberta, you gonna go to work this week, or are you gonna have a couple more days off?
No, I'm just gonna have tomorrow, and then I go back to work on Tuesday.
Oh, and did you get your things done that you wanted to finish? Your fishing?
No, I just been busy with this funeral that we're having for my dad on the 25th or 24th and 25th. So been kind of busy doing that.
Oh,
So
Hey, Mike. Good morning.
Hey, Mike, how you doing, brother? You guys want to come on? Say hi. I don't know how long we're going to be on today, because today is Sunday and I had to go to church and do all this stuff. I caught Jason had a Hey Jimmy, how you doing, brother? What? Oh, who had a thing today?
Yeah, you are.
What's
honey.
up?
Honey, say hello to Big Kevin.
Hello,
Honey.
Big Kevin. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. I thought I was looking up at the board saying somebody's name is Honey.
No, I came up here to ask if he wants coffee. He had his dinner already, so I usually make him coffee after dinner.
Did you do like a Irish coffee?
No.
What that means whiskey in the coffee, hon. Am I out of my whiskey? My Kentucky bourbon.
You only have one last shot.
I love that Kentucky bourbon, Kevin. They make some good whiskey down from where you're from.
Well, I don't drink no more. I gave that up when I left the Philippines, and I have a dull, boring life, but my kidneys are happy and my liver's happy, so yeah.
3 cups, 4 cups.
Oh, hey, Mike. Kiwi
Morning,
Mike
all.
is on. How you doing, buddy?
Morning. Oh, not too bad. Another day in paradise. I'm about to do the dishes.
Well, good for you. That means you're domesticated.
Yes. Yeah, my wife bullies me into doing the dishes every now and again. So
well, there's nothing wrong with that. Some of the best of us done that, is still doing that.
Not like you Americans with your dishwashers and your things.
We have an old dishwasher, and his name is Kevin.
Yeah, I'm the dishwasher here. Yeah.
Hey, Terry, all the way in Davao. How you doing, buddy? It's always nice to see you. Yep. Yeah.
So they're getting some rain in Davao.
Well, a little bit, man. Oh,
so I hear you got some relatives close by there, Richard. I heard you just mention it the other day.
What's that?
I'm online, I can't. I'll have to talk to you offline. I don't like telling where I stay, but you mentioned something in your conversation the other day, and I thought, oh, you got relatives close by. I won't go into details, but think back to what you were saying once.
My short-term memory. I'm getting old. Yeah. My short-term memory.
Your wife's uncle, but don't say the area, but your wife's uncle. Yeah, we stay there too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're pretty close by. So when I heard just telling someone in a conversation, I said, "Oh, that's pretty close."
Yeah.
Yeah, small world,
isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's a very, very small world we live in.
Well, Donna's close by as well, so that's how. And when you were talking to her about it, I think from memory, I can't remember now. It doesn't matter, but yeah, no, I just thought I'd just mention that fact.
Well,
Donna's a pretty decent lady. I like her. She also became a Patreon of mine, and she gave me a very healthy pledge.
Yes, just remember to thank me for that, mate. I take the kudos for that.
And who's this? I remember the accent, but I'm not sure.
I've got to thank you too for listening to me.
Well, again,
I've got the gift of the gab, haven't I?
Yeah. Well, we all do. One sooner or later, when you get comfortable, then it's easier to come out. But I can't do this out in a public forum because I start choking up and getting all nervous and everything, and my
Ah,
throat
it's
gets
all right, mate.
tight.
We'll
Doing that.
we'll run the cause for you. I think we're doing a
Well,
good
yeah,
job of it.
but
See,
talking
I
on the
picked Seth.
is kind of
I even-
easy, but yeah.
I even got Seth fucking advertising you on his show the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a bit of a gun being held to his head type advert, but
Well,
it was all right.
Whatever works. Whatever works.
Yeah, true.
Hopefully it's like an air gun because he blows some hot air sometimes. I think we all do, but yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see my comment I got from Michael Fazio?
Oh, really? No, I sure
Yeah.
didn't, buddy.
Oh, that was funny as hell. Apparently, I said something in a comment over what happened, and he said out of all the 500 comments or so that he's got, my one made him laugh the loudest.
Oh,
Yeah, so that was good. I just, I thought that was quite funny because I mean the way he was ranting on, you know, it was pretty serious. So it was good to see that I made him laugh with my witty humour.
I looked at Jason's today. I looked at his broadcast for a little bit, but I was getting ready for church. So I didn't get to follow through.
What's the story with him? How come he's not been around lately?
Oh,
is it over there?
I maybe he's possibly. I don't know. I'm sure he's busy. He's always doing
just busy. Oh, okay. I thought it might have been over some drama.
I said hi to Jeff today, but I'm not sure
Jeff
what
who?
he's gonna be doing.
Jeff who?
You know, our buddy Jeff
Mr. Porter.
Yeah.
Oh, Porter. Okay. I don't have much to do with him, so I don't know. So he seemed all right until such time as that drama started. I don't know what happened there.
Well,
I don't know.
yeah.
He seemed,
Well,
I can't.
He's a pretty decent guy. I think he's pretty cool. He's always welcome to come by, stop by, and say hey, say hi to the guys.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with him. I mean, but I just noticed in the last couple of weeks, he's not been flavour of the month.
Oh well, same with me. I mean,
oh yeah, but it's
I got to be careful what I say and what I do, and you know, I mean,
well, what it is with you, Kevin. I mean, you know, you're just getting so popular now that there's probably a few jealous people out there that are a bit worried about their channels for some reason.
Well,
they feel that you're a threat.
You only get 329, 69. It's growing, but not that fast.
No, I know what you're saying, but yeah, it's just the way people are. They want to dictate. They get jealous over rubbish, really.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it's freedom. But I do agree only in one point, a small point, and that's maybe you just have a fixed time.
Thank you.
Who's he yelling at?
Well, my cousin's yelling, saying that it's dinner time.
Oh, okay.
But I made a shake, my diet shake, so I'm just kicking back, having a couple.
I've got to go to the fucking hospital on the 9th. Fuck it.
Oh.
Yeah, because they want a meeting. My GP and the hospital doctor and the diabetic fucking whatever they call themselves. They want to.
Is it a psychiatric doctor?
May as well be. I've just got some issues there. You know, I'm a diabetic.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I've got the worst case scenario diabetic, if you can imagine that. It's a crippling disease, I'll tell you. It's worse than cancer.
Really?
So you can't drink. You can't drink much beer, right?
Yeah, that's the least of my problems. Yeah. No, but I can't drink. I can drink, but I mean, it's basically sugar.
It's detrimental to you.
Hi, Mark.
It's the
Yeah,
cheapest.
I'm not very familiar with that stuff. So
Okay, well, basically, what it is, it's your body's like an engine, and it needs fuel, right? And sugar is a fuel that keeps you going. It's basically gives you energy, and what happens is your body produces what they call insulin, which combats the sugar. And if you give kids too many lollies, they get really active.
oh yeah,
Yeah, they get really hypo. Yeah, well, a diabetic's are similar to that. You can go up or down, and if you have too much sugar, well, your body can't absorb it and get rid of it, and you basically go hypo. But then on the other side of it, if you don't eat enough food or you don't get enough sugar in your body, you go the other way. You go lower.
yeah,
And it's a bit of a the insulin balances it out. Like normal people like yourselves, your blood level ranges between 4 and 8, which is what a normal person would be.
okay.
In my case scenario, I just have to have something with sugar in it, and it will shoot me up to 25.
Okay. So it would bring you back up.
Well, yeah, but to the point where it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a complicated sort of disease, because your diabetes is like then you've got it's hard to explain what I'm trying to say, but yeah, it's I just can't have sugar, basically anything with sugar in it.
Okay. When am I going to go back to Philippines? Someday in the future. Not too far in the future, but time will tell.
So, Mike, have you had it for a long time, or is this a recent discovery?
Yeah, well, what happened was when I was 30, I was about 30 when I got discovered. What had happened was I got the flu. I'd come back from Thailand, actually, and I got crook, and it wasn't at the time. It just felt like a cold, And what had happened was, all of a sudden, I just felt really thirsty. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I just had this tremendous thirst. It's really hard to explain it. But what I was doing for the before I decided to go to hospital, I drank everything I had in the house, and I was drinking, and I was drinking, and as soon as I drunk, I went to the loo. I had a pee basically, but it kept going and going. And I thought, fuck, this is not right. I feel really, and I drank water, and the water started tasting like lemonade. Yeah, like it was that sort of thing. I was drinking gallons, but I was relieving myself every couple of minutes as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, I started getting a bit blurry in the vision, and then I ended up having to go. I went to the doctor, our local GP, and then they just took one look at me, and I did a pee test and whatever it was. I can't remember. And I just went straight up to hospital, and I spent 3 weeks in hospital. And that's when they said I was now diabetic, basically, and then it was just a case of training me to take the drugs, and that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Hey, Roberto, are you done kicking the bushes? Is there anybody hiding in the bushes?
No, not yet. I have a few more things to say.
I'll
get back.
Okay, well, you can say it out loud if you care. Sometimes
I don't want to get you a strike. I'll say it on the chat. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Right, thank you.
Our topic today is Playboy lifestyle in the Philippines.
Who's Roberto going to attack now?
Oh, I think he's like my pit bull, and he's just walking around the yard.
he said something about strike, so that means he's gonna.
Well, it could be like baseball. He does like a baseball term, free strike. So
who's he going to?
Coming around.
Who's he going to attack now?
Well, there was a
Is there someone in the room?
there was a spectator at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Looking around and.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a ladyboy lover in the chat.
Oh,
That's why I wanted to
okay.
give him my personal,
signature.
A JBL. You know, the speaker, the JBL speaker.
Yeah,
One of those.
Good speaker.
Really?
JBL, very good.
Huh.
I like Bose.
Oh, Bose?
Bose better, yeah.
Bose?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had
they're
those.
over.
When I was in college, I had Bose. I had
Yeah,
301.
back in probably I was just going to say back 20 or 30 years ago they were all the rage, but I think there's probably a bit more modern.
Well,
modern
there's some
type speakers
Swiss.
now.
There's some Swiss speakers that are pretty nice.
My headphones are
But
fucking probably.
it just depends on how much money you want to. I mean, there's a pair of headphones out there that cost $50,000.
How do you like
Really?
that car?
I know Bose speakers can cost anywhere up to $50,000.
Yeah, so I mean, if you want to, if your pocketbook is that deep, well, that'd be pretty cool.
Oh, well, that's the dishes done. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Yeah,
I have some
Hey,
nice,
Mike.
lot of for sound
How you doing,
reinforcement.
buddy?
A lot of guys are using nowadays, not for large venues, but small venues. Speakers called Mackie nowadays too. They're pretty good. I got some Mackie 15 thumps. They're about 1,000 watt. They have like Class D power amps in them, 1,000 watts in each one.
You
Very
need
good.
an amplifier for those kind?
No, they have like self-contained digital amplifiers in them, so they're lightweight. They weigh like only 20 pounds a piece. They're amazingly light. And
Okay.
you put them like on a stand. You know, you've seen those.
Oh yeah.
I've seen like copies of them in the Philippines. But mine are unbelievable, killer. I think that company's in Washington State, Mackie.
You know, I always thought that would be a good business, renting out sound equipment.
Yeah.
Like stereo stuff.
What if you had like a rehearsal hall somewhere in the Philippines where you rented band instruments like drum sets and stuff like that?
Yeah, exactly. I think that would be a good business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are a lot of talented people there, and they might not have the money to buy the instruments and stuff. You could rent them by the hour or whatever.
Yeah, we had that in Anchorage. I think a couple of bands that came from the States here, they would fly up there and they wouldn't bring their material. They would just rent it because it was cheaper.
Look who's here. Seth himself. A bunch
Wow.
of mm-hmm.
I didn't even think he was around anymore. I thought they ran him out of town.
No, he's in the big town. He's
I
in Los
wouldn't run
Angeles.
him out of town, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that would, just because he said that's why they would run him out of town, just because of his name. You know, he lives out on the fast lane. Hi, all. Yeah. Yeah, today you're gonna grace us with your hello, or you gonna come in real fast, Seth, or you just gonna be like a fart in the wind?
He said he's busy.
yeah. Look what he's busy doing. He's not that busy.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, he's the odd kind of person, you know. I mean,
You're trying to antagonize him into coming on. I know you are.
no, he's just like a weird, like a kind of like a weird, like nephew. Oh, hi guys, how you doing? Like Urkel, or that, you know, some kind of goofy ass cousin that you just be nice to him. He's kind of special.
See, Richard, you know, Kevin likes picking on his supporters on his Patreon, don't you?
Mhm.
Well, because they want to be recognized a little bit, so you gotta be a little bit nice. Oh, now he's calling everybody mofo's.
Mhm.
What does mofo mean? Is that like some kind of like dessert, chocolate mousse or something?
Yeah. Something like that.
Or some kind of like chocolate pie.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys. On the 21st of this month, I'm gonna have a live broadcast during the daytime, and I don't care what anybody's saying because I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it right around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And
You should,
Moral fortitude.
you should wait till Cecil's on, then do it.
Oh no, so I'll kick Seth's ass. Hey Ray, yeah, I'm gonna broadcast the eclipse
The what?
on the 21st, and it's gonna be live broadcast, and you guys are sure welcome to hang out with me and have lunch over the eclipse.
Wow, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
12 o'clock. So what time's 12 o'clock at my time?
Well,
Probably
hey,
3 in the morning.
just look it up. Our place we will have a direct hit from the eclipse, and other places all over the states they will have a partial hit, but we will have a direct hit of a whole 2 minutes, 2 minutes and like 30 seconds of it, and I'm gonna broadcast it. I'm gonna film it. My aunt is nice enough to get us glasses. Not you guys, only me. And I'll put the glasses on and film it, and it'll be quite a fun day, I think.
Well, there you go.
So
Fun
if
day,
you guys are
Stargate.
doing nothing at noontime, hang out with me, and maybe we'll see Elvis flying by. But maybe Mikey 550 will have a view of it. I'm not sure how far away he is towards us. Seth won't see it. He's not special. But yeah.
I don't know if we'll be able to see it in New York or not.
Expat in training. How you doing, buddy? Yeah. Terry, I hope you found your bottle opener. Jason, good evening. Good evening, you guys.
Blind all the subs, yeah, Jason.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we're just out and about today, just kicking the grass, kicking the what do you call it? The bushes. I will be Kevin's. Oh yeah. Maybe I'm gonna try to have I'll reduce my airtime, and I'll go maybe find 3 days a week. Not really sure, but maybe in the evening time-ish. Hey Roberto, are you gonna go back towards daytime or nighttime work?
No, I still have my real job, but I did pick up a contract for up to leave for the Philippines. Now I can do that anytime on my day off or my off time, after work or before work.
Okay. Oh, but I thought sometimes, because you was telling me you might have to go work at nighttime.
Olivia Johnson. I'm Cez's ladyboy lover. I'm waiting for him patiently across the Philippines bar. Say hello to the Philippines, the cat for me. Build a cat for me.
Seth, you foxy little devil, you. Why do you keep this stuff a secret? Nobody's gonna laugh at you. Just admit it. That you're a little freak at night time. You know, it's okay. Nobody's gonna laugh at. Nobody's gonna judge you because we don't judge people. They judge us, but we don't we don't judge them. So I mean, everything is hunky dory. Yeah. I don't know why Seth doesn't want to say anything, but maybe he's kind of shy to come on right now. But he ain't doing nothing. He's looking out the window, going, "What is there to do?" Maybe he's busy. Maybe he's not.
Rodney Jones. I don't work in security. I don't make $9-11 an hour. I got a pretty much a 6-figure salary, but I work for a company and I do their fraud investigation for credit card and check fraud. Then on a side job, I do private investigation for a firm that does workman comp claims. So
if you're faking, he'll find out. So don't irritate him because he can look you up and get shit. That sounds kind of grim, doesn't it?
And hunt you down.
It's like if
I know
on the job.
I don't think you're very popular with people, are you, Roberto?
No.
He's in debt collecting mode. That's why.
What do you do for a living? Has somebody shown you a new computer?
As little as possible.
Well, you know, Richard, I know you worked hard pretty much all your life, so it's okay to relax and drink Long Island's iced tea and
oh yeah,
try not to get in trouble because you know nobody tries to get in trouble. I don't think you wake up and go.
I'd run from trouble,
with somebody,
man,
and I'm going to get them in trouble.
When I was a kid, I didn't mind it, but I run from it now.
Well, yeah, because when you get older, it's too easy to fall, and you might not be able to get back up.
Right, it's too painful.
Yeah.
And who wants to go to jail when you're in your 50s?
That's right.
Fall when you're in your 50s.
you break more easily.
Oh yeah, I was reading. I think it was on 2020. They were talking about like they had a survey with old people, and they said they would rather get robbed than have a slip and a fall. They would rather be robbed by gunpoint than have a slip and fall and have an injury and nobody's around to help them.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was a little bit incredible that they would think that way. I mean, but yeah, I mean, if you ever fall, I mean, like if we fall today, like on ice, we slip and fall and get up and look around just to see if nobody was watching, because I think what's worse is if you fall and somebody sees you doing it, that's a little bit embarrassing, but
yeah. I guess like with women, when they get older, their hormones change and they can easily break bones. You know, their bones are not as flexible. So if they fall like after a certain age, they can get really fucked up. Yeah. Yeah. They're, yeah, really. I think it's around the age of 40 and up. They have to be checked by.
Maybe that's why all the old people move to warmer climates, so they can get away from the ice.
Yep, exactly.
You know, the winter, the cold. I mean, I know now today. Boy, I hate the cold. I loved Alaska, but just the cold and the stiffness, and that was nasty. Say, excuse me, whoever burped.
I didn't. I just sucked up the last of my lemonade. Sorry, boys.
Oh, I thought you burped. I was going, and people call me a Neanderthal.
No, sorry, guys. I forgot I got the mic on. You know what it's like. You get to the bottom of the lemonade drink, and I'm suffering for a straw, and I just like to suck it up.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that with us, buddy.
Yeah, I thought you would. I'm gonna have a cup. I'm gonna have a cup of tea now, so I thought I'd share that with you as well.
Oh, well, being a playboy lifestyle in the Philippines, yeah.
You got it, Miguel Guerrero. That's it. That's about the size of it. You hit the nail right on the head.
What's that?
A bunch of old men.
He said, so this Playboy lifestyle in the Philippines, a bunch of old men in America talking about their bowel movement.
Well, that's, yeah. They get medicine for that now, and hopefully that keeps you on track. You know, I mean that. Yeah, I mean, but when you're in the Philippines, I am aware of a few people that go there for. Well, what are they looking for? Love? Are you looking for companionship? Are you there just to say that you were there because you seen somebody else say they were there and they had a great time?
I'm there because I have to fucking go, because my wife's family is there.
That's a good reason.
That's about the highlight of the whole thing, is the aeroplane ride over for me.
Yeah.
Mind you, this year, dare I say it,
Wow.
I'll be going to good old Angeles City by myself. Really? Yeah, I'm going by myself too.
Yeah.
Really?
You want to know what?
No handbrakes in tow.
When I was younger, when I first went to the Philippines, I was looking at the nasty porn sites, and they were showing like Asia, and then they were showing Philippines, and then they went to Makati, and then they also went to Angeles City, and I always see people's pictures, and only picture that I could recognize was Kokomo's. And I said, I want to go there, and I made that trip during the daytime with my friend, my companion that I met on Yahoo, and I had to say Yahoo like yuck. And we went there, and I checked it out, and I sat down and had a burger at the Kokomo's on the meat rack. The meat rack is where you go sit down and watch people walking by, and there was these guys walking by, and they had a whole bunch of things in them, like they're little mini salesmen. And he stopped, and he had like a calendar, and it said Angeles City on it, and it was like one of those roll-up kind that you put on your wall, made out of like felt material. And I told him I want like this and this on it, and he left, and he came back, and he had what I wanted. So I thought he was pretty cool. He was very resourceful. He knew what to do. He knew where to go, and he didn't stiff me in the price. Maybe a little bit higher, but not much higher. I mean, but he was. And then he said, "Do I need anything else?" And I said, "Well, I like to have some postcards of this area." And you know, he came back around like minutes. I mean, I like people that are resourceful, that they can get you what you want, and they're not gonna like overcharge you. But see, when they do that, I always get the same person to keep helping me because he's a nice guy. I met a guy that did the same thing when I was in McCullough over at Golden Field, and whenever I go there with my Korean students, he would come and say, "Hey, Kevin," and all this stuff, and I would introduce him to my friends, and I told him that they were looking for friends to hang out with for a few hours, and he would come back with a good selection. And you know, when Yeah, yeah. And so he treats me good, and then I treat him good when I come back, and I turn him on to different clients, and everybody's pretty happy. So yeah, I mean, everybody is sometimes we can be a one-day playboy. Um, Sometimes people are, like a big wig, and they got a whole bunch of money and jewelry, and they go travel the world. Um, Maybe Roberto. What about you, Roberto? What about you during your Playboy days?
Well, my
Because
Playboy
I know
days.
you used to be a player,
Oh yeah,
maybe
we
because
all
you are a
were.
little bit guapo, dashing, dapper Dan kind of looking guy.
Yeah, right. No, I did all my partying when I was in the service.
Oh,
Best time of my life, man.
huh. But like in a service, you was in the Coast Guard, I believe, and did you have a friend in every port?
Kind of. The only thing I remember was when we did our South trip. We left Seattle, Washington, headed to the Antarctic. We stopped in uh, Rio de Janeiro, and I remember
Wow.
me and a friend of mine, went into town, found this two girls. They took us to their home, bathed us, cooked for us, and
Nice.
it was awesome. And then
Yeah.
that was like on a Saturday night, and the Sunday next morning we got up kind of late because we were supposed to be back in port on the ship by muster time, which is 7 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
And so me and my buddy started running, just hoofing it towards the harbor. And I guess that time of day they didn't have taxi, so we ran for like 3 miles, I think. Like
Wow, you humped it,
hoofing it.
huh?
Oh yeah, I mean we were like hoofing it. So finally we got to the harbor, and we talked to the harbor master, and we seen a ship pulling away
Oh my
from the
gosh.
dock.
Whoa.
So we said, harbor master, man, you got to call that ship. That's our ship. We need to get back on that ship. So they called the ship, and I can hear in the background the operator was answering it, but I can hear in the background the CO, commanding officer,
Yeah.
and said, "Who the fuck are those petty officer doing
Oh.
on land?"
Oh.
I said, "Sir, those are two ones that were not in muster this morning." Oh shit! So they sent out a small boat after us. We got on. So of course the rest of the trip, that was like almost like in the middle of the trip. So the rest of the trip to Antarctic and on the way back, we were on restricted duty because we went in front of the captain's mast, and he took away half of our pay and put us on restricted duty throughout the rest of the trip. So every port that we stopped into,
you can look out the window.
we would get money. We would get money from the other sailors because they wanted us to take their duty because we weren't going to go nowhere. So we take guys' duty, and we charge them for like $100, $150 for them to take their duty when we go to port. So
you were just swindler on board also.
Yeah, but we were making money too. At the same time, we lost money. We're making money from all the duty that we took any duty. It doesn't matter. Kitchen duty, watchtower duty, helms duty.
Oh, that's cool. I like watchtower.
Yeah.
Anchor watch. I used to do on board ship.
But that was my last 6 months when I was in the service because I volunteered to get on the what was called the Polar Star, which is the Coast Guard icebreaker.
Okay.
And we have scientists on board, and so all we do is escort the scientists to Antarctic. They do their thing, and we cut ice for the shipping lanes, and then go back home. Yeah.
Well, that was pretty good. That would be kind of hard to top. And you never tried that again, or did you come back on time after
No,
that?
then I got out of the Coast Guard and I went to active reserve, and I was in the reserve for another 6 years. So no, I didn't.
Oh, cool. Yeah, having experiences like that is kind of fun. But I mean, the older you get, I think, I don't think everybody does that, want a lifestyle all the time, because I'm sure it gets old after a while. But when you're young, it's pretty fun to relax and just kick back and, if you get the money, flaunt it and just being a naughty boy. But when you get older, well, I think they still do that. I mean, I've seen very old people indulging themselves in different places. So the when the ships come into anchorage, a lot of the sailors get told that they can't go to downtown and go, like in Anchorage. There's certain places that is off limits, and then they have a shore patrol with a regular cop walking the beat just to make sure everybody's good. And I had one guy, he was on ship, and he said, well, if you could get me this and this, I'll give you a full pass to go on our ship. Yeah, I never did it, but because he wanted two girls and natives, Eskimo girls, and it was on the wrong day. It was like a Monday night, and nobody was out and about that night. But later on, when people hear that the ship is here, then it draws attention and like a magnet. All because sailors in a new port. We had a in Dutch Harbor. They had a pretty good size Coast Guard area over at Adak Island. They have a radio relay. You never been to Alaska, Roberto? Never did the islands?
No, we did stop for a little bit. What's that? Was it Juneau?
Okay, that's southeastern Alaska.
Yeah, we were in Juneau, not for
Oh.
very long. Yeah, I didn't like that area. I wouldn't live in Alaska if somebody paid me.
Yeah.
Too
Well, no,
cold.
but they do pay you. They pay you outrageously good, but a lot of people like it's Alaska's kind of like a strange group of people that it magnets. Just because of the cost of living. Adak, it's Anchorage. No, Adak is the last island on the Alaska-Aleutian Islands. Adak was the island that the Japanese inhabited during the war, during World War II, and they also committed suicide on that island because they didn't want to be taken alive, so they committed harikari. So that, kind of nasty, but interesting. If you guys want to look up that kind of history, go on the internet and look up the Forgotten War, and it tells about the when the Japanese bombed Dutch Harbor and Unalaska and Adak, King Salmon. They had over 40,000 troops in Dutch Harbor during the time. But it didn't get very much publicity at that time. That's why they call it the Forgotten War. But yeah, it's a nice place. I like war historian a little bit about Alaska. Yeah, just out hanging out today. just out and about. Yeah, if you guys want to be a playboy and you go to like the Philippines, you know, have protection because you never know what flavor you're gonna get. Sometimes you can get a shot and cure it. Sometimes maybe you can't, and you don't want to go home with a drippy dick. So, no, I mean, no. Everybody's a little bit embarrassed to say that. I had it once, but not from in the Philippines when I was in Anchorage, and this girl told me she had it, and I said, "Oh, that's okay. I'll just take a shower." Oh shit! Yeah, I had to go get pills for it. How about you, Richard? You have any? Hey, did Richard take off on us? Mikey, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here, mate. I'm just doing some work while I'm listening to you.
Oh, that sly devil. Maybe he went to go get coffee or tea.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's only me, you, and Roberto.
Yeah, that's Three Musketeers.
Well,
Yeah,
Jason's
Roberto, I think
Jason's in the chat. Why don't you get him on board there, Kevin?
Who's that?
Jason, he's on the.
Well, I get it. I put out an invitation out there.
Okay, yeah, I see that. You had to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, earlier I said, what's your problem?
Roberto, what's my problem?
Oh,
Who said that? Jimmy Jury, what's my problem?
yeah.
Well, how long you been around trolling, Jimmy? Don't you know the story of anything's going on in the expat community? I mean, you gotta.
Well, he's been around for a while.
You think so? Well, then he knows what's going on, and he knows the problem I have with certain person. So.
Well, I think you scared away that person, so. Well,
He's still on 30. It. He's still on there.
Oh. Well, you can invite him on, and if you want to confront him, you sure. If you want to get anything off your chest.
Yeah, he's hiding behind the bush. What we call that? The tree.
The brush. The bushes. Hey, Thomas. Yeah.
Like a little wuss he is.
Well,
just keep it clean, Roberto.
Hey, Gunn, how you doing, brother?
Sorry, Jason, I keep forgetting.
What's going on, Jason?
Nothing much, man. Yeah. Just waiting for this guy to drop off the boxes tomorrow so I can pack up these boxes and ship them out Wednesday.
And when are you supposed to go check it out? Go to Kentucky? No, I'm sorry. When you're gonna have it reading? I was reading the board. I got distracted. When are you gonna go to Texas?
That's my Wes. Hold on, Kev. Wes, that's my sister's arm. I was at my niece's graduation. Texas, we're just waiting on escrow to be closed.
Okay.
Yeah, Rodney. But like beyond boxes, yeah.
Rick, Kevin, are you? Oh, Rick, no, buddy. Rick asked me if I am originally from Kentucky. No, I was born in Brockton, Mass, but I was raised in Anchorage, and I lived in the Philippines for I lived over in that area for a little bit over 14 years. And when I had my accident and my host country asked me if I would leave for a while, and I went back. I went to Guam, and then I went to the Philippines. Went to Guam, and then I went to Seattle, and I seen a friend of mine, and then I went to my aunt's house in Utah. Then my aunt was already beginning to move. They bought a big house in south part of Kentucky, and not too far from Nashville. Maybe an hour and a half, depends on who's driving.
Rodney, the new rules, man. I just talked to the rep, and they said business is as usual. They've been putting out the wrong information. So his boss is the head guy in the U.S., the head guy for the shipping for the Blick Beyond boxes, and he's in the Philippines now trying to get the full requirements and all the rules, the exact rules for everybody. So as soon as they find out, I'll definitely keep everybody posted on those. Yeah, don't worry about it's all you, as of right now, all you need is your ID and a list of what you're sending.
Rick.
I just talked to the rep today, and that was with Atlas Shippers.
So they do directly to Manila or Cebu, a place like that?
Yeah.
What they call it?
Atlas Shippers. Yeah.
Atlas Shippers.
Yeah. Hey Rick, I was working in Dead Horse, Alaska. Is that what you was talking about? White Horse or Dead Horse? Dead Horse is where Prudhoe Bay, Alaska is. That's where our oil, one of the largest oil reserves in the United States, is there in that area. And I was working there at the oil camp, over at Camp MCC. It was an ARCO camp. And then I also worked over on the other side, Kaparik, and that was BP side. And then after that, I went to the mining on Kotzebue side, and I worked at a zinc mine. But when I was younger, I was Alaska commercial fisherman for brown crab. Brown crab is also called Alaska king crab.
Oh yeah.
And before that, I was a bouncer at some big popular nightclubs in Anchorage. Then after that, I was in high school. So,
were you a competing bouncer with Barry Jordan?
No, I was a little bit different than him. I was.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe when he was younger, he had some beef on him. But yeah, I was a very, very good bouncer back then. Very good days. Very, very, very good.
Good old days.
I worked at one club. Remember Donna? I told Donna that I bounced at Alaska, Great Alaska Bush Company. And we had two of those in Alaska, and then we had one in Phoenix. And they're all owned by an old lady. Her and her family owns it. I love the North. I do too, buddy. I love the money. I don't really love the cold and the mosquitoes, because in the summertime it gets ungodly hot. We're talking about in the high 80s. maybe mid 90s, and we got mosquitoes and flies. Yeah.
Kev, I don't
Yeah,
know how
I
you.
like the North. I like the
I don't know
money,
how
though.
you could be on one of those crab boats, man. I was watching that World's Deadliest Catch last night, man. I love that
Oh,
show.
yeah.
That's unbelievable, man. They were in a storm. It was like 30-foot seas breaking over the boat. Unbelievable.
Yep. Yep. That was it's a good money. I made a lot of money because I was the cook on board.
Jeez.
And
That's like a
I was
living
also
nightmare.
we had a 15-man crew, including captain and first mate and engineer and oiler. Oiler is the person that helps the engineer.
This one anchor got all frozen up, and the captain was yelling at the crew to get it undone, and because this was like a hurricane that was there.
Or he was trying to drop anchor or pull anchor.
I don't know where they were up there in Alaska, but they were tucked in behind where it was protected against the storm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where you go. Like we drop anchor when bad weather is. It's just a little bit because the coast will protect us, and if we need to abandon the ship, we are very close to land.
What's it like to be on those ships, man, when the seas are that heavy?
I lost a lot of weight, and I got seasick almost every day, and I puked.
Wow.
You could ask Roberto when you get off the ship and you're walking on dock. You feel like you're drunk, but you're not because you have sea legs.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Roberto, because our ship was small. I was on a 225-foot catcher processor.
Wow.
And we had 2 tractor trailer freezer bins on board.
My first duty station was at a boot camp was Cape May, not Cape May. That's a boot camp. Cape Disappointment in Walker, Washington. It's the tip of the Columbia River, where Washington and Oregon meets.
It's supposed to be wild there, huh?
Yeah, it has the roughest bar in the world. That's why it's called Cape Disappointment, because in that bar where the ocean meets the river, it gets up to 40, 50-foot waves.
Swells?
Oh, yeah, during the wintertime, oh, my God. It's crazy. And especially when we had to find someone. We're in a 44-foot search and rescue boat.
Whoa.
And out there, bopping, weaving, finding these fishing boats that's stranded out on the bar or, a little bit offshores, man. And we're trying to find them. And we have this buoy. It's the number one buoy that's the first one you see when you come into the river, and that buoy is 30 foot high buoy.
Okay.
And
is that the one with the bell?
Yeah, and then during those storms, man, you can't see that sucker. You'd be looking for it, and the waves are so tall that sucker disappears, and you have to.
It didn't have a beacon on it.
Yeah, it has beacon, but you can't see it because we can see it on the radar, but you can't see it, visually.
Okay.
So that's what you're looking for. You got a guy on the front of the boat guiding you, looking at that buoy to get you back in port or get you out to sea. So when you can't see that sucker, then it's going to be a long, long night.
Yep. Because you're trying to look for it, and you don't want to. You want to try to stay away from that area because you don't know if it's closer towards. Because is that buoy? Because some of those buoys, it has a strap on it and it's keeping it into place.
Right.
And sometimes.
But so if you go right side or left side of the buoy, if you get too far to the left or too far to the right, you got to hit the jetty.
Yeah.
We're going to hit sandbar. So you got to stay in the middle. And if you're off course, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
That's
you
why
don't want to get beached.
That's why a lot of ships, when they come into that river, either it's a freighter or Navy ship or some large ship that comes in, they have to have a pilot boat to guide them in, because they don't know they have to
you don't know the
navigate. Yeah, you don't know the channel because you're gonna go aground if you don't know what you're doing. So
yeah, that good money, but it's a risky thing. And then when you're fishing, you're also gambling, because you can have a good run, or you have a dry run, and sometimes people have a dry run and you ain't making no money, and you get a lot of angry people. But we always had a good run. I did that for quite a few years.
So Roberto, you were in the Coast Guard too, right? As well as the Navy?
No, I was just in Coast Guard. I was in the Navy.
Were you like a rescue swimmer?
No. We did. I was stationed on a small boat station, so we do practically everything. We do search and rescue and drug enforcement. So when you're stationed at the tip of the Columbia River,
mm-hmm.
and then our territory is 50 miles, east, west, and 15 miles north and south. So that's our territory, and so we handle that territory because there's other Coast Guard stations down the coast of Washington and Oregon,
mm-hmm.
On both sides of us. So so we're responsible for that area. So anything that comes in that area, if it's more than 50 miles, then we call out the bigger vessels, the 375-foot vessels, or the Coast Guard helicopters. If we have to rescue someone and we have to go in the water, if it's too far for us to get to, we'll send a helicopter there first to assess and to do the rescue. But if we can make it there, if they can wait and wait for us to get there, then we'll do the rescue. And there's plenty of times I've been in the water rescuing people out of the water, especially capsized vessels.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Did you guys wear Mustang suits?
Oh yeah, we had the motor rifle school there too, and the motor rifle school is the only Coast Guard heavy weather school for boatswain's mate, and we have people from Japan, from China, from New Zealand.
Having the class?
Go to that school because they teach you how to maneuver in those heavy weather situations. Yeah, so that's what they call the motor lipo school.
We had to the Coast Guard in Dutch. They came and we had a test to see how long it took us to get in our Mustangs, and then we had to go jump in. Oh my God! Because we're supposed to do it like in a minute to have everything on, and man, there's no way because I was fully clothed. Maybe I was 4 or 5 pounds overweight, and trying to get in that Mustang suit and then jump into the water. I did it, but it wasn't that fun. I floated real good. Those Mustangs are very nice, pretty warm.
Yeah, they tested all those at the motor lipo school. Every new thing that comes out in the Coast Guard for civilians and the Coast Guard, we tested there at that school.
So it's Coast Guard approved.
Yeah, so it's Coast Guard approved, of course.
Yeah, that kind of lifestyle I liked. If I was single and I had no girlfriends, because
hold on, Kev, you said girlfriends good. As in plural.
Yes, he's a man of many girlfriends.
Well, that was I had a girl.
Freudian slip there.
She was from Barrow, Alaska. That's up on top of the world, and I had her down there, and all my buddies, because she was working for it was called an AC company It was Alaska Commercial Stores, and she was working for them, and I was out there on the ship, and all my buddies say, Kevin, you don't lose your turn. Wait, no, you don't lose your girlfriend. You just lose your turn. Meaning that was kind of hurtful.
Yeah.
But it was true. She found another guy, another fisherman. So I would come into port because we'd be gone sometimes 60 days, a little bit longer. Not that fun. Good money, though. A lot of Filipinos. A lot of Filipinos. We call Kodiak the little Philippines because of all the canneries there, Bumblebee and Star Kiss. All those guys were there, and we had migrant workers, and they would travel to Alaska and get rich, and then go home, and then wait for the next fishing season.
Gun term, yeah. He says, Big Kev, multiple girls are trouble.
Oh, I know. Anywhere you go, multiple. I mean, you could ask the best guys and not the best guys, and they all will say that just have one. Don't be greedy. Just be happy you got one. Boobs. Gun. Remember, don't look at. Well, yeah, thanks, buddy. You know, Gun, I appreciate your wisdom. Kind of late now to share with me, but
yeah, I like it when during the wintertime, especially.
You like boobs?
No.
Oh, I thought because we were talking about boobs. I thought you was because you said you like them
in the wintertime.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I meant. When I was stationed in their Cape Disappointment during the wintertime, was the best time. It was slow. That area there is a tourist area, so during the summertime it's packed with tourists, but during the wintertime it's dead, totally dead. And then plus it's all the fishing boats are going out further offshore. They go out 100 miles or so offshore. Yeah. So a lot of the fishermen are gone all winter long, and we'd be like hanging around the town and taking all their girlfriends and stuff while they're gone.
Hanging out at the bars.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Again, I mean, in Dutch Harbor on Alaska side, because there's two islands and they're connected by a land bridge, and Playboy magazine called the Unicy Bar the 10th most dangerous bar in the world, because everybody was getting shot, killed, stabbed, usually stabbed, because we all got our little knives that is hooked on to us to cut, because there's a umbilical cord hooked onto the crab pots, and sometimes you get tangled in it, and we use the knife to cut ourselves free so it doesn't drag us down. But yeah, if you are young and you got nothing to do and you don't have any experience, go to Alaska. That's a place where it will break you or make you.
Well, I wouldn't be like, the topic is Playboy lifestyle in the Philippines. I never had the opportunity to do that when I was younger. I wish I did, but it wouldn't have made a difference for me because, I like white women for one. And then when I'm trying to date other Filipinas, it seems like I'm dating my sister or my mother or my cousin. So all the Filipinos look like my cousins, my mother, and my sister. So I stay away from them.
Yeah.
So there's no way I could have been, Playboy in the Philippines.
So you had to become a Playboy in the States.
That's right. So while you guys go to the Philippines to get your Filipinas, I'm here in the States taking all your white women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Jason.
I was never a Playboy, man. I had no problem with with women myself, but one was good enough for me.
And what about you, Richard?
Hell no, I was too ugly to be a playboy.
Well, if you had De Niro's, you know, it has no face, and they don't care.
I remember this guy, this Italian cafe I used to eat breakfast with my dad at. This Italian friend of mine. He's not a very handsome guy, and
Good pastry.
he went in and one day talking to the owner because his father knew the owner, and he goes to him, Peter, you better hold that money of yours in front of your face if you're going to be looking for a good-looking woman. I thought
yeah. All they want is the Ben. Say what's your name? What's your name?
Yeah,
Benjamin.
Yeah.
You know? They don't care. Well, you guys.
Yeah, VLS. I've never been with a Filipina.
That's
I've been with a white woman.
That's Victor. Roberto.
Victor who?
Victor Las something.
Oh. Is that someone I need to kick ass?
No. He's cool. He just changed his name.
Okay.
He's been around.
Hey, Victor. Yeah,
I've
never been with the Filipina. Never ever.
I was with a redhead and a blonde, but she wasn't a true blonde. Bacolod. I like Bacolod. Mikey 550 is going to go to Bacolod pretty soon.
Nice.
He's going to go to Golden Fields. Not. Golden Fields is a wonderful place, and I think everybody, if you're on Bacolod, you probably went to once. It's like Golden Fields is like a small insular city.
See, I just don't understand. I just don't understand when, I mean, to each his own, but I can't understand why travel to go to Angeles City or like these girls, these working girls, man. It's just like it baffles me.
Huh. Well, yeah, you could go to South America, Brazil.
Those girls always fascinated me, the Brazilian girls, but I couldn't speak Portuguese.
Young ladies. Go to Tijuana, and
that's just anywhere. It baffles me to go over there and go to these places. It's just like, I don't know.
Some
it's not
people
me.
have romantic fantasies that want to indulge themselves.
There's a word for that. I can't think of it.
They're freak on.
So you think it's Jason? So you think it's immoral to go to those places?
I
mean, I agree with you. I don't like to go to those places myself, but I'm just saying.
I mean,
what's your reason?
I mean, to each his own, but I mean, it's just not in my moral compass. You know what I'm saying? It's not me.
Yeah,
me too. Do it.
Yeah, I'd rather meet a girl the old-fashioned way. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, Roberto, I think you would like it in like Amsterdam, Holland, Denmark.
Oh God, that's a whorehouse. That place. Everything's legal there.
All those blonde women, Amazonians.
Russian women,
kind of
right?
fun.
No, I like my own blonde woman. I like my wife's blonde, so that's where I'm at right now.
Is she sitting right next to you?
No, she has to work tomorrow, so she's sleeping.
Okay, I thought she was sitting right next to you, and you looking at her saying that. Smiling,
no. I can say stuff in front of her. She's not gonna. She knows me better.
That's good.
I'm not a playboy. I don't mess around.
But when you were younger, I'm sure you was a little bit like.
Well, the thing was, when I was Coast Guard, I was totally single. You know, I wasn't married, so I didn't have that. I mean, we had guys there that were married and stuff, and they still come out with us to the bars and stuff. But yeah, I mean, me and my brother went in as a buddy system program, and we ended up at the same Coast Guard station. So I had someone actually with me, so I never was lonely for home.
Oh,
You know, so I had my brother. So
that's cool. Well, you
but
guys.
Roberto, what did he say? Help? Half? Oh, half.
Happens.
Oh, okay. Okay. He explained himself. But wouldn't you agree that I mean, yeah, the Philippines does have the places like, you know, the bars, the Angeles cities, and stuff like that, right?
right.
But wouldn't you agree that most of them are still looking for a serious relationship? To paint a broad brush, more Filipinos are looking for a serious relationship and a stable relationship rather than other countries like Thailand and Pattaya,
Yeah.
the Pattaya area.
Well, I'll tell you the truth, bro. I'm not really. I mean, I know our custom and mentality as far as the Filipinas goes. Yeah, everybody's looking for something, you know. Um, I mean, I don't really get into that and stuff. Um, but yeah, you may be right. Yeah, I mean, everybody's
Yeah.
looking for someone,
Yep.
you know.
I think everybody's looking for that knight in shining armor, driving a nice Rolls Royce or Corvette or BMW. There's no more hush and knight, but everybody's looking for Prince Charming.
Oh well, here's one story. I was in Manila this last May. I was in Manila, and I spent like 3-4 days in Manila. So I went to this Chinese restaurant, you know,
Yum.
family atmosphere type Chinese restaurant.
Uh-huh.
And I had one of my cousins with me uh, that lives in Manila, so he met me up at the airport. So, anyways, we went in this Chinese restaurant, and it was nice. I mean, we had nice Chinese dinner. You know, we drank beer and stuff, and then kind of like I think it was 10 o'clock, 10 11 o'clock. Boom, right on the spot. The same
One
waitress,
moment, a restaurant?
no, it's a Chinese restaurant,
Yeah.
and at 10 o'clock exactly, our hostess came back to our table and handed us a menu. I said, "Why are you handing us a menu? We've already ate." And she goes, "No,
Maybe
sir."
it's the dessert menu.
Okay, Kevin, hang on. Let me tell the story. Hang on.
I'm sorry.
Dessert menu? No.
I'm excited too, you know.
I know. But let me get to the point.
Okay,
So-
just a moment.
So she hands us a menu. And I said, "What'd you say? Why do we need a menu?" So she said, "No, sir. For your company. And these are the girls that if you want company." So I looked in the menu and it had different girls on there. Like, do you want a fat girl, tall girl, long hair, black hair, whatever. And
Top fan.
they had it. It's like it was a family restaurant by day, and by night it turns into a freaking brothel.
Wow.
You know, it's like this is crazy. Only in the
Nuts, bro.
Philippines. So so she said, so of course I was married. I was married last year, so I'm married now. And so my cousin looked at me like, and he knows I'm still married. And she goes, "Well, you like tall girls?" I go, "Yeah, tall girls." And then a Pacific age too. It was, I said, 35, 40 years old. And then I go, I want them tall, light skinned, 35 to 40 years old, and what did I say? And you know, not fat, but little, you know, little thick bone, thick. What do you call
Yeah.
those? Thick bones, yeah,
Kirby.
And heavy bone.
curvy.
Okay.
And so, just for the hell of it, right? So then, 10 minutes later, just here comes this girl, comes around the corner, exact same description. It was on the menu. So she sat with us for about half hour, 45 minutes. We bought her drinks and and all that stuff. It's all it's all harmful. I mean, harmful.
So you wined and dined her?
No, we're just talking and stuff. Because I'm not interested in her. I just want to check it out. So, anyways, so that kind of blew my mind too. It's like this is what's happening in my Philippines. You got a family restaurant by day and a freaking brothel by night.
And what kind of neighborhood were you in?
Just area outside the airport. It's pretty close to the airport because our hotel was just outside the airport.
Yeah.
So whatever that area is, I don't know. It wasn't a bad area. There's a McDonald's and all that stuff right in the same street. So
Well, I drove by it a bunch of times then. Going from my destination to the airport to immigration. It's all on the same road.
What is Victor saying? What's my base out of Subic? Yeah. Tourists start coming in. It could be a problem if
they are pretty good.
And that is the problem though.
At the end of marriage and take care
that
of
is a problem.
themselves.
Majority of them don't end up married, and they basically have the kids and they leave them there.
Yeah. Roberto, are you born in the U.S.?
She was my high school sweetheart. Actually, she's my second wife. She's my second wife from high school. She was my other girlfriend from high school. So I married my first wife. She was from my high school, and then when we divorced in '92, I married my second wife, which was one of my other girlfriends from high school. So I married her. So yeah, she was born in. First one was born in Michigan, and the second one was born in Texas.
Yeehaw!
Yeah.
Well, you guys, that's the last of my straw. You guys, I appreciate you guys coming out. Jason, Richard, Roberto. It's always
Thanks for having me, buddy.
Yeah.
Thomas, Gunn, Ray, how you doing, buddy? Victor, Mikey 550. It's always a pleasure. I better say hi to Randall because I don't leave you out last time. I said hi to you. I texted to you at the end of the night. But hey, Randall, always a pleasure having you on board. Terry, I hope you found your bottle opener. Who's that? Mr. Jones? Yeah, you guys have a good, this is the beginning of my week. Monday is coming around, and I'm hoping to have a good time, have a good one. Nothing special going on. Jim S. I'm gonna try to get a real schedule and get a fixed time schedule. Keep everybody happy. Keep me happy. Keep everybody on a low key, because when you got stress, everybody gets on edge, and we want to play nice with each other because, there's like a big playground and everybody has their favorite people you want to hang out with. Everybody has somebody that you call a friend that, everybody has different cliques. And you guys have your favorite. I appreciate you guys coming to me and BSing and sit back and drink iced tea, lemonade, tequila sunrise. But remember, on the 21st, I will broadcast the eclipse. right around 12:30. We're gonna have the eclipse right around 1 o'clock, and it is going to be only 2.5 minutes, but it's not going to happen for. It's not going to happen again for a long time. So, yeah, I'll post it a day in advance just to let you guys know. So I hope none of my other YouTubers going to have a channel on that day, but I am, and I'm going to be broadcasting it. So just let you guys know that if you want to watch it, you are more than welcome to come join us. My town is going to grow. My gosh. In the news, they're saying Homeland Security is saying that our town is going to grow by maybe 50,000 people that's going to come here. We got hotels already booked. Restaurants is going to be packed out. Maybe all the food's going to be gone. They even told us to go shopping and get enough supply of food for like a couple of days, because that many people that's going to come here, a lot of things are going to happen. So our security is going to be beefing up just because of that event. And, there's always maybe someone crazy coming out just to see what they can mess up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Kind of exciting. Kevin, what event is we're going to have the solar flare. We're going to have it this month on the 21st. And it's going to happen around noontime Central Time. Right now it's Central Time. And right now it's 8:03 p.m. Sunday night. I'll keep you guys posted. It would be a pretty fun time. Somebody told me I should just have it for my Patreon followers, but I'll let everybody do it this time, just because you will not be able to see it maybe in full glory. So yeah, I'm pretty good. All right, Jason, have a good one. Randall, be good, be happy, be safe. Terry, keep your hands on that bottle opener. Sleep with it. Wash it off, brush it. Keep that thing clean, because it's not easy opening bottles. Thomas, have a good night, buddy. Roberto, thanks for coming. Richard, always a pleasure. Even our Seth. He's always nice to hang out with. He's good for a laugh. He's very knowledgeable, and he's an all-in-all swell guy. I think so, at least. And, that's my opinion. Jim, I'll talk to you later. Have a good time. Have a good night. Always be safe, and I'll catch you on the rebound. Rebound sounds kind of nice. All right, you guys. This is Big Kevin saying talk to you guys later, and thank you, and God bless you guys. All right. Bye.